Take number 9. Welcome back to my reload bench. I'm working on some 5.56 NATO. I've got my phone out in case I get a delivery notification from the post office. I'm expecting something at my FFL. I'm doing a video response to Tar Dot357's video regarding 9/11 conspiracies. Tar Dot had done a video, a 9/11 video, and I commented and asked him what his take was on the 9/11 conspiracies. This time of year, I know it's after 9/11, but in September a lot of tribute videos come out and they're great, and also the conspiracy theory videos come out, and I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, so I just wanted to know his take on it. In Tar Dot's video he explains his opinion, and I agree with Tar Dot. Just because I agree with Tar Dot, though, doesn't mean that I can't associate with people who have a strong belief in the conspiracy theories. So that's what my video response is going to be about. I'm on my 9th take on this because I just haven't been happy with every attempt I've made at this. This is difficult for me to do, so let me try to do the best I can. I've got some notes, but they didn't help in the previous videos. Let's see what I can do with this. So I'm going to say this about conspiracy theories. I think conspiracy theories are a way for people to fill in the gaps when they don't have all the information. If the key witness is dead and we can't get any testimony, if forensics can't resolve the crime or resolve it in a reasonable amount of time, we're sitting there waiting 2 years on the forensics or something. If all the evidence has just disappeared into the ocean or whatever it is, if it just seems fishy, like there is some sort of government cover-up, if somebody doesn't understand the science or technology or laws or something behind an event, and they're going off of what they think is right or what they feel is right or what they what the law is in our country may not be the law in another country, or law in one state and another, or your experience with this sort of traumatic event is nothing like this other person's, but they look the same. So people try to fill in that missing part with the facts that they have, or they repeat stuff that they've heard from other sources that are doing that. They're filling in those missing parts. And those other sources to these people are credible. And that's a dangerous thing with conspiracy theories. It's a dangerous thing with reporting the news. It's a dangerous thing with being a so-called firearms expert, is giving bad information because you're just trying to fill in the blanks. But everybody's guilty of it. If we don't understand, we're going to try to rationalize it in our head. If we don't have enough material, we're going to look for filler. And that's kind of what I think conspiracy theories are. I believe that conspiracies are fiction, and they make good movies, they make good books, and they're entertaining to talk about sometimes. But I think that's really what it is people are just trying to... 9/11 was a traumatic event. Our country got caught with its pants down. And you could say government complacency or whatever you want to say. I think some of the conspiracy theories regarding that is just trying to say, how could this happen? How could this happen in this modern day and age with our technology as good as it is, and our intelligence service as good as it is, and our law enforcement as good as it is, and our military as good as it is, and how could anybody let this happen? And I think it also, because the government took so long to release information, and it still hasn't released all the information, and why it does that with a lot of things. I mean, we could get into the whole Las Vegas thing and other JFK and things like that, where the government doesn't release all the information. I don't know why they don't do it, but I'm not going to get into a debate on it. What I can say is that I get it. I get people wanting to fill in the blanks. And that's what I think about conspiracy theories. That's why I think they're fiction. There's a lot of facts regarding stuff. For example, if you don't know anything about airplanes, you might just start making up facts about what kind of damage a wide-body plane full of fuel does when it crashes into a building. If you don't know something about demolitions, you might say, those clean cuts on that steel looks like they use det cord. Or if you don't know anything about aircraft weapon systems, you're going to say, it looks like a cruise missile hit the Pentagon, not an airplane. I don't hear a whole lot of people out there debating conspiracy theories that have experience in the facts that they're presenting. Also, with conspiracy theories, a lot of these conspiracy theories require dozens, hundreds, or thousands of people over years or decades to stay silent. And every now and then you're going to have somebody come out of the woodwork and say, I worked at Area 51 and there are aliens there, and then you come to find out the guy never worked there, or he was the janitor, or he got fired because he's an a-hole, and the guy's looking to cash in. Or somebody becomes a senile astronaut, they're in their 90s, and they're, you know, they got dementia, and they're saying, we never went to the moon, or just things like that. You're going to have a handful of people that are looking for attention, that come out there and say these things, and they say I was a nuclear physicist and this happened, and come to find out they never even, you know, were a physicist, whatever it is. But they try to use some sort of credible credentials there to say that they're involved in something, and once it's out there, you know, it's just like the news. Retractions on page 15 and nobody reads it. So just understand that with these conspiracy theories, you're asking a whole lot of people to stay silent for a long time. And in this day and age of mass media and communications, that's even harder to do than it was in the 1940s, when people considered a patriotic thing to state, you know, loose lips sink ships. So between the people who spout it not understanding all of the facts about what they're stating, about governments not being 100% forthcoming with evidence, about people trying to rationalize something irrational in their head, and about silencing so many people, that for me discredits conspiracy theories. That all being said, I want everybody out there who is into conspiracy theories to know that I respect your right to have a conspiracy theory. I'm subscribed to a YouTube channel that their core is conspiracy theories. So it doesn't mean I believe them, but I believe that you have that same right, the same way somebody has the right to their opinion on politics, their opinion on religion. So even though sometimes when I'm having an intellectual discussion with somebody and then they spout out that they don't believe we landed on the moon, they suddenly lose some credibility with me. When they are talking about something that is actually true, that doesn't mean that I can't, there goes the coffee pot, that I can't be on air having a discussion with you, that I think you're stupid. I don't think that at all. It's the same thing with me dealing with atheists. A lot of people on YouTube and gun channels are atheists, and I'm a Christian. Just because I don't go knocking on doors and handing out Bibles doesn't mean that I don't believe in God. But I respect your right to be an atheist, and I don't have a problem associating with you and having conversation with you. And so with things like politics, religion, conspiracy theories, stuff like that, sometimes I'm okay with having a conversation, and sometimes I might just want to back out. So if we can agree to disagree, I'm fine with it if you're fine with it. But I just want people to know that just because I don't believe in conspiracy theories doesn't mean that I can't be your friend or your brother. So that's my video response, and I appreciate Tar Dot357 taking the time to do both 9/11 videos. Thank you very much, and hopefully this wasn't too long.